Well, it's time to check in with a member of our congregation now. And this week, I've asked Cyndi if she could chat with us a little bit. So let's see how that went. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, Cyndi. How are you doing? Let's start there.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Well, how are you spending your time during this lockdown period? What have you been up to?
Well, the weather's been so good, so we spent some time in the garden. We've also made a list of all the jobs around the house that need doing. The one we're avoiding is the one that we've got to empty some packing boxes that are still in the garage, and we moved 3.5 years ago. So, yeah, we've got to do that at some stage. We've been going on a daily walk and found lots of beautiful places. And of course, because of technology, I can still be linked to St. Matthew's, so I can do a bit of work. And of course, there's time for reading. That's a luxury for me to do some reading.
Great. Why don't we start with a more serious question? With how did you become a Christian? Can you tell us that?
Yes, well, I was brought up in a Christian family. My parents actually went to St. Matthew's Church and were very involved. Dad was a church warden and did lots of maintenance work, and Mum was on committees and did the flowers. So I was involved as well. I helped with Sunday school and I ran a guide company. But then I got married and moved to the other side of Plymouth. And being a working mum, I just didn't go to church and didn't seem to have the time. And it wasn't until after my mum's funeral, which was at St. Matthew's, I felt this drawing me to come back to the church. Several times I drove to Elverton and then drove home again and didn't actually enter the building. I just had thoughts like, Jesus doesn't want anything to do with me. I've deserted him. I've had no time for him. But I still had this feeling that I needed to go. And so one day I plucked up the courage and I went to a 10:30 service, and it was lovely. Felt so welcome, and people remembered my mum and dad. And listening to the talks and that, I started to go regularly, and then I joined a house group. And it was then that I realised that I needed to ask Jesus to forgive me and to trust and to love him. And after that, it was just like coming home. I just felt so calm and so purposeful, and I committed that I would live the life he wanted me to live and to serve him.
Great, thank you, Cyndi. That's wonderful. The power of parents and of a welcoming atmosphere there, both shone through. One of the things we see in the passage we're looking at this Sunday morning, it's all about, the middle part is all about fellowship, how we have fellowship when we come together in Christ. I wonder if you could tell us why that's important to you.
Yes, well, I call my friends at church my family, my church family, because they are special. Not only can we study the gospel together and discuss Jesus, but also we can be there for each other in the good times and the not so good times. We always have someone who will help us and strengthen us through times. And yeah, I think they are most important to anyone. They not only listen and help you, they also keep you in line. So if you tend to go astray, they do it in such a loving and gentle way that you're soon back on course.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us this morning, Cyndi. I wonder if you have a particular favourite hymn or song that we could, hopefully, if I can find it, sing together in just a moment in our service.
Well, my favourite song is In Christ Alone. It's something that it says all that I believe in. You know, he's my light, my strength, my cornerstone, my solid ground. And the theme of the song is the life, the death, and the resurrection of Christ. And it always strengthens my hope in him when I sing it.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm almost certain we'll be able to sing that together now. So hopefully the video is about to move over into that. It was good to see you, Cyndi. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.